And somebody said that these kids acting a fool like this is the offspring of Gen X. You know whose kids these is? Millennials. I'll wait, because I know that done pissed you off. Because millennials, we love to think that we just the elite and we just done everything the better and just like all this, all that. Newsflash, pal. Hi, welcome guys, welcome girls, and every woman in between. It's your girl Wit, and this is the Bear With Me podcast. Hi. So we just gonna get right into it. Like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Bear With Me podcast, available on most podcast platforms. On YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, share, okay? Run them numbers up for me. Let's get into it. Teen takeovers, whatever that means. But yeah, teen takeovers. What's that? I was on Instagram and Neighborhood Talk or Shade Room or one of them pages was talking about kids, in my opinion, running rampant up and through Hyde Park. I'm talking hopping on cars, like jumping from car to car down Hyde Park. What? In the video, it's this man standing outside in front of his car. One little boy, he hopping from one. It gave Wipeout. Like, if you remember Wipeout when they be bouncing from one red ball to the next red ball. Like, how you doing that on people's cars? But okay. Homeowner, car owner, whatever he is, he's standing out there in front of his car. One little boy get to come in, hopping from car to car. He said, not this one. And that little boy had to hop down and then just start and just kept running down the street. Running down the street. Running, just chaos. Just I ain't got nothing to do. And this is fun. Like, so I'm noticing on social media when kids act a plumb fool, the comments be people like, what they parents said, and oh my God, this generation and that. If it was me, so you know me, the thinker that I am, right? Because I was having a conversation and I saw some post and somebody said that these kids acting a fool like this is the offspring of Gen X. My mama people. I said, okay. I almost took and ran with that. I say that ain't truly true. Because then I started really thinking. I'm going. If you're gonna tell me something to try to prove a point, I'm a listen. I'm gonna connect what connects, and I'm gonna analyze what don't, and I'm gonna see what else could be. Because you're telling me people born in the 60s and the 70s, these is they kids running amok. That's not 100% accurate because I can count how many people that have these teenagers that's in my mama cohort in that Gen X like that. And it's not a lot. It's not a lot of parents having got kids that age and they're that old. And somebody said that these kids acting a fool like this is the offspring of Gen X. You know whose kids these is? Millennials. I'll wait, because I know that done pissed you off. Because millennials, we love to think that we just the elite and we just done everything the better and just like all this, all that. Newsflash, pal. Nah, they're my kids. Now let me tell you specifically whose kids they are. These kids hopping from car to car, acting a fool. Y'all, I just saw a very sick post. This mama, 13-year-old son, was in the house with this 20-year-old girl. What? Mama ready to tag her because I mean, you 21, you grown, and my son in here 13. Why the mama like say something? I'm call. She basically like I'm finna call the police. Don't move. And what's up? Like let's get it popping. And the I call her a little girl because watch what she say. Get your mama. I'm 13. Why would I get my mom? I just want to take a quick sidebar. We got to stop thinking that it's okay for young boys to behave sexually with older women and that be okay. No, it's not okay. It's not okay. Mm-mm. And that let me know that woman is actually a little girl and then been in some compromising situations because one, you with this 13-year-old boy, do better. Two, you didn't had a similar story to some capacity. And for you to tell this boy to get his mama because now you uncomfortable, you know. And no, son, that's not okay. Like the more and more I find out when I be talking to me and I be like, when you lose your virginity, and they tell me when they had sex, I said, how much older was she? That be letting me know some things. You got a bigger cousin, brother, or whatever, and we all thought it was cute or funny, or he a man now. No, he's not. No, he's not. No, protect these black boys, okay? That's not cute. That's not it. All right, let me get back to it. Team takeovers and stuff, right? It's millennials. These is your kids. These is the offspring of the millennials who had kids either in high school or right out of high school. Like these is they kids. Um, yeah, because everybody I know who got kids, they kids is still less than 10. My friend had her childhood. She we 36. I think she finna be 10, 26, 27, however old. We grown, finished college, and then started making babies. My sister didn't have my niece until whatever 8 from 40, whatever old she is. So you're talking about a lot of people that I know. Okay, let me speak from my pool. I mean, even another dude who I was having this conversation with about like these teen takeovers and these kids and like these are millennials kids. These is our offspring. Now on the flip side, on the flip, like it's half and half. Like some of these kids are born of millennials who had kids early and didn't go to college. And they are also a splash of Gen X late babies because I mean it's a 13-year gap between me and my little sister. So there are some one-offs where Gen X, these are some of their kids. But nah, these is millennial kids and they was not equipped to truly raise these kids or not even or. And they did stupid stuff like make stuff okay because this is another thing. Got me sitting up on it because it just really bothers me. Let me back up. Take your time. What you hear every generation from, I feel like from when my grandma had kids, every generation wanted to give their kids what they didn't have. My grandma said it to my mama. My mama said it to me. And so if we're and now millennials is giving it to their kids. I am not a fan of little girls having weave in their hair down to the middle of their back. Personally, it's just not my bag. You in sixth grade, you 5, 6 years old. Like some of these little girls be having long braids and nah, like let that baby scalp breathe. Let that baby scalp breathe. Let her hair be her hair. We don't need feeder. What's she doing with boho braids? What's she doing with that? Why? No. That it's just it's too long. You don't really look like a kid. Also, I remember in the early ages of Instagram where women would have children and they're dressing them up like younger. I'm not a fan of little girls in crop tops. It's it make it. And then we got little boy. We dressing up little boys to look like little grown men. It's just, and I know it's us. Like it's us. Like I'm not finna. Can't nobody tell me different unless you got some data behind it. But I'm looking at millennials treat their little kids like they're their best friends or they're their equal. Y'all remember when Play School came out with a little fake hookah toy? Yeah, yeah. Why? So we start introducing adult life to kids well before they are developmentally ready, and then that they should. Fake net. I saw a little girl when I was 7, first grade. She's 6, 7 years old, however old she is. She had a full set. I on my whole soul. I looked at her hands. If you still sucking your fingers, what you need nails for? Glue, acrylic in your no. Why? 6th graders, full sets, glitter, all this, but don't even wash their hands. You can't even see the design with all that Cheeto dust on there. What are we doing? Ew. Like, no, no. And then the cost of a manicure is crazy for me to be spending that on me and you. I'm not, you finna look like a kid. You finna look like a kid. You finna dress like a kid. I'm not a fan. So this is what I've deduced. When we expose different elements of growing or maturity to children before they're developmentally ready, they're constantly seeking the next. Case in point, I hope my sister don't mind me putting her business out here like this, but I remember she went to prom freshman year. I was like, oh, okay, we going to prom freshman year. It wasn't her school, it was some other school. So she went. Then she went to junior prom because her boyfriend was a senior. Well, she went to senior prom as a junior because her boyfriend was a senior. Okay. And then by the time it got to her prom, it's not this big of a fanfare because you've already done it so many times. We have to hold something sacred so that it's something we're working toward. If we continue to have everything before we get there, when we get there, it won't feel like it is something special. Like, no. Full face and makeup. First off, I don't know how many people know what's actually in makeup and what those chemicals are typically used for. Just let me put y'all on. In most eyeshadows, I think it is, or the blush, or in any parts of it, honestly, I think the same chemical used in formaldehyde is used in those pressed powders. Now, I support the Lip Bar. They did not endorse me saying this, but the Lip Bar vegan black woman based out of Detroit, run me the Lip Bar. Yeah, run me them products. It's gonna be safe. So you if you're already putting all that stuff on your face at a very young age, and I know you ain't properly washing it off, though when I be at these schools, school ain't even a school no more. School is a hair salon and a beauty salon. Because I ain't never in since November, outside of when I was in the first graders in the third grade classroom, I ain't never seen girls not do their makeup during class. Now I know you're probably saying like, well, why you ain't stop them? Because guess what? This is the norm. Kids wake up, get dressed, go to school, and then put their face on. Now, one, they probably didn't wake up early enough to put their face on. Two, they probably ain't even supposed to have no makeup on, so they wait till they get to school. It's just a lot. It's a lot. But the way that these kids will sit there for 30 to 40 minutes and put a face on and not do the work, I'd be like, look, I'm already knowing the whole time if a situation don't pop off, the school is pleased with me as a guest teacher. I'm gonna be very honest. When they talk about I'm just a warm body, very much just a warm body. So as long as y'all ain't in here doing nothing off the wall reckless, I did my job, and the principal on down is probably okay. They don't care. Was there any fighting? Was there any of this? Was there any of that? Okay, cool, fine. Thank you so much for what you did today. So I'm not finna tell you put your makeup away, cause the school don't even press for that stuff no more. Like it's crazy. So in that same conversation that we was having about like these is millennial kids, he brought up a good point. He said, if you think about it, we exposed them to it when World Star came out. Think about World Star. Yep, think about some of the videos that was on World Star. Mm-hmm. Baby girl SpongeBob on the mattress with the train. Mm-hmm. What was that other video? That girl who got beat up. I thought, what's her name? Sharkeisha? I can't remember her name, but she got jumped real bad. Like, yeah, like it's a lot of unfortunate things that we kicked off that they just adding to. Like, honestly. And ain't nobody told them, hey, stop, or that's not cool. They done just amplified it. And social media has truly amplified it because no matter what platform you use, I mean, it's just so accessible. Then apps be talking about you got to be at least this age to have the app. If a kid know how to count, they know how to say what age they need to be in order to be on this app. They're not that dumb. Now, we want them to do PEMDAS, GymDAS. No, they can't do that. But can they count backwards from 2026 to minus 13 to get the app? Yeah, they're going to be able to do that. Or somebody going to tell them how to do that. Or they going to ask ChatGPT. I don't know. But these kids ain't doing too much that we as millennials haven't exposed them to intentionally or indirectly or directly. Like, it's us. So when I see things like teen takeover, I'm confused, I'm upset, because as much of a generation we have it together, all of us didn't go to college. Not saying that it's only the kids that the offspring that didn't go to college running amok, because yeah, we tired as millennials. We done seen way more than we should have seen in these 30, 40 years we've been walking on this earth. We done lived through a lot, so we tired. Because drinking, let's go to drinking. Growing up, my daddy never seen that man drink. I don't need liquor to have a good time. I don't need that. So he was very much like, you don't need to be drinking. I don't need to drink to have a good time, and you don't need to drink to have a good time. Just enjoy life. Ooh, and drinking ain't really his thing. My mama, she liked to drink. She drank, whatever. And so my relationship with liquor, because my friend asked me, she was like, where did you learn having a drink with your food from? I said, TV, friends, whatever I saw on, like, whatever I saw that I thought adulthood was. You go out to eat, you finna get you a little drink. I mean, So, that it wasn't nothing like, cause like I don't even know that my mom ordered drinks when we would go out. I don't recall that being a thing. Like, it wasn't like what a drink menu at. But us millennials, yeah, we like to drink. We like to drink. And so what be happening? I be seeing these little videos when parents be on vacation and they be at like all inclusive restaurants. And this one little girl, she was like, my name is whatever, and this is my first pina colada. And because she can't say pina colada. And then my second pina colada. Now we know she drinking the virgin pina colada, but what is this celebrating? I don't think it's cute. No. Or when everybody got a cup and then we cheersing with the cheers. We cheersing with each other and we cheersing with the kid because the kid is out here in the living room with the rest of us. While we over here getting litty. No. I'm not a fan of cussing around kids, so I'm not really finna drink around them neither. I'm. It's just, mm-mm. We are the reasons. We are the reasons. So millennials, I want to hope that you get fed up with your own kid, that you do better. That you do better. Because I don't know how you could send your kid to school, but it's just different pockets. Different pockets of millennials are just on different hamster wheels, where some people are doing better, so they're instilling their children to do better, and then some people are part of a lot of systemic oppressions and cycles that keep them in that cycle, and so therefore their kids, like in Chicago, them kids that jumped that mama and her kid, and then the mother had the nerve, the girl who was really kicking it off, the mama had the nerve to be like, she didn't mean to. She rolled up on. What you mean she didn't mean to? What you talking about peer pressure? Somebody got to start the press for everybody to pressure. And if your daughter was the ringleader, then I'm sorry. You embarrassed, and I get that. But we not finna make no excuses for shorty. And I'm finna hold you accountable. What's up? Y'all, kids is wild. Let me tell you. They had me playing receptionist one day. I was at a school, and the mama came up though. She needed to. She dropped off her kid late, but we're not gonna get into it. Then came back because she needed to give her some medicine. So she waiting at the in the little lobby area, or whatever. Teacher sees her, and he's like, "Hey, how you doing?" He was like, "Yeah, I sent you a message." Da, 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 da. She was like, "You sent me a message?" And he was like, "Yeah, did you get my message?" It said da, da, da. And she was like, "No." And he was like, "Well, wait, what's your number?" He was like, "Yeah, no, I sent you a message." And show her the messages. And she was like, "I didn't get that." Y'all, this little girl went in her mama phone and blocked that teacher number and a whole bunch of other teacher numbers. Don't touch my phone. You ain't touching your own phone. At this point, you don't even got a phone, because I'm picking you up, I'm dropping you off. The school is a school, it's supposed to be safe. So you need me, you gonna call on their school phone, because you ain't even supposed to have a phone in the school day no more. It's a Texas law. What? What? This is a seventh grader. So she, what? How old is you in seventh grade? 12, 13 years old? Mama looked like she might be a little younger than me. I don't even know if she's 30, but you know. Uh, if she's 30, she a millennial. So again, I state, what was her, what's going on? What's been their history as a family for her to do this? And so she came back downstairs. They went out, but I could hear them on the side of the school building. Mama going off. I said, okay, good. Go off. Go off 1, 2, and 3 times. When I was a dean, this mama didn't play, but for whatever reason, kids like to pick their own journey based off of the house structure and a lot of different family factors. This little boy in the classroom vaping, get caught. Mama came up though. Mama, I get to the door to let her. We wait. I can't remember why I was downstairs at the front office, but I greet her at the door. I open the door for her to come in. We need to do everything we need to do. She got a belt in her hand, y'all. She got a belt in her hand. Then she hop on the legs real quick. I say, not right here. Not right here. Wait till we get to my office, because I ain't finna say nothing. I say, go in my office. I'm gonna give you some time, and then I'm gonna come back in now. And if I hear too much of a tussle, then I'm gonna have to intervene as a mandated reporter, because I don't need you to abuse them, but I need you to let your point be known. Don't cut up at this school, okay? I remember the days when I was growing up. My mom and my daddy said, look, if you need to put your hands on it, let me know. You got permission. What? Those days don't exist no more. Parents don't even believe the teacher when the teacher say what the kid did. They don't do that at home. Because why would they do it at home? I'm going to try to get away with it. And if you stupid enough to believe your kid won't do this, You must not be at home to know what they really capable of or what they really be doing. So, millennials, we got to tighten up. We got to tighten. We don't want to whoop because we got whooped. I get it. Don't whoop because I am not truly a whooper. Like, for me to lay hands, I'm a lay hands and I'm a cry. I'm already knowing if I was to lay, I'm already knowing if I was, I would cry. Even when they like 3 and 4, the pop. I know I'm thrown off because now you really, but then I'm upset because now you're crying because I done hit you one good time on a good pop and it threw you off. Now I'm, be quiet before I give you something to cry about. Now I'm upset. But no, whoopings like what I used to get, I don't even know if I could go there. I don't have the capacity to go there. But what's gonna happen is you're gonna have enough conversations where you're gonna get tired of hearing me talk and you're gonna learn if I do this, then this. If I don't do this, then this. Humans can understand cause and effect. So have that conversation with them kids about that cause and that effect. So do better, millennials, please. I know. Why you had a kid? Why did you have the kid? Why? Why did you have a kid? Because if you didn't have a kid, you wouldn't be so tired. You wouldn't be so over it. You wouldn't be. Anyway, that's my TED Talk. That's my episode. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Meet me in the comments and let me know. Yeah, meet me in the comments and let me know if you think that the kids, these teen takeovers, if they are the offspring of Gen X or millennials. Because they somebody's kids. They ain't come from nowhere. And what you think the issue is? Do you think the issue is social media? Do you think the issue is poor parenting? Do you think the issue is laziness? I mean, what you think the issue is? Or do you think it's all of the above? Like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Bear With Me podcast, available on all podcast platforms. As always, wishing you love, light, and laughter. Until next time.